All right. So, just broke something. Whoa. Another thing. This is another prepper video. For everyone that's interested in this stuff. So, Talifa again. And this prepper video is on seasonings. The stuff that, I call it the stuff that makes our food taste better. Whether it's meat or just soup with just vegetables. Yeah, that's what this stuff is for. So this is what I have in my pantry. And boy, do I have a lot. But I'm going to explain to you the seasonings that I can go without having anything else. Go with, I can have in my pantry without any other seasonings over here. But I will still explain why I have certain ones. So, one of those seasonings is garlic. I have to have garlic. Garlic is the one that, to me, kills that raw meat taste in the food. Yeah, garlic. And the next one is black pepper. Of course, you have to have this black pepper in your pantry. That's a must that I have to have. So, and then also, oops, I forgot one thing, is onions. Onions, okay, whether it's the fresh stuff or the dried stuff. Okay, so I do buy the fresh stuff, but I have bought so much that some of it has gone bad. I don't know if you have the same experience. So what I do now is I started buying these, the dried stuff. These are from Costco. So I believe they're $21 for, let me see how many pounds. This is 4.25 pounds of dried onions. This is where I find the most inexpensive place when it comes to dry stuff. And it works just the same, except if you're doing stir fry that you want the fresh stuff in. Okay, that's when I don't. And then you have to have salt. Okay, salt. Make sure that you have enough salt. For all the peppers, you probably already know that. I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay, and one of my favorite that I have to have, and I always try to make sure that I have some before I go to the store, is Mrs. Dash. And if you watch my videos, I love this stuff. And this is also from Costco. They're still $9.99. The one by me, they don't have it, but the one downtown, they have it. So, and ginger, okay? Ginger, I grew up in Samoa, and we've always had fresh ginger. But not all the food that we eat, because my kids sometimes only want pizza or sandwiches, so I can never use the fresh ginger fast enough before it goes bad. And they're pricey. So when someone told me that they have it in ground, I was like, yeah. So I used to buy the small bottle from Walmart, and they were like $3 something. Then this I found at I think you'll find it in those restaurant places, warehouse, or yeah, stores, or. And then of course we have to have curry.
Front door open.
Yes. We're Samoans, we love curry. We have to have curry. I'm sure all the Polys like curry too in other countries, but yeah, it's one of the food that I grew up with. Eating. So, and while I was shopping this past week, I always wanted one, but they were a little bit more pricey than what I actually have for my budget. So I kept holding it off, but this time I finally got one. Just the one that grinds. I think they're the coolest. It makes me feel important in the kitchen. Just kidding. That was a joke. Anyway, so if you like, so these are the extra, oh, soy sauce. Have to have soy sauce. And this is, there's just a box. I ate it all.
He gave me the box that I thought there was something in it.
And then, sorry, my family's excited over graham crackers. Weird.
Yeah, but there's
I know, I don't edit this stuff because it's kind of funny, though. And then we always had to have ketchup. Okay, so I buy the Hunt's one, the Hunt's ketchup. And then I also, listen to Eddie, like, yuck. Because I make my own barbecue sauce, but I also buy the Heinz. Because my autistic son likes, and the man of the house likes Heinz. Every time I tell him we only have Hunt's ketchup, nothing against Hunt's, but I look at them on their faces, they look like they're going to cry. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, this is supposed to be an edited video, you guys. You're not helping. Okay, okay, so if you like, if you make chili, of course you're gonna have to have pepper. So I have a few different kinds, and then I have the flakes, chili flakes. Is that what they're called? Chili pepper flakes. Yeah. So only buy this stuff if you're gonna use it. Don't buy it if you don't use it. So when I make recipes, I'm trying out recipes, and it's asking for a seasoning that I don't have. So I usually make a small, whatever the smallest part, the smallest portion of that recipe, or the smallest, how do you put it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So then I try the recipe first before I buy all that stuff that goes with that recipe. That's how I do it. So I don't know if you do it differently, but yeah. So you like, so there we go. Only buy it if you're gonna use this. So we do eat chili here. Eddie loves chili. That's all I have to say. And if you don't know who Eddie is, that's my husband over there. And then and of course, this is really good in fried rice. This stuff and this stuff. 1 teaspoon of this and a tablespoon of this and majority of this. It's really good. Okay. Another thing that I have to have in here, which is kind of like the luxury, are these. Okay, because I use this for a lot for a dish, so I have a few of these bottles. And then sesame oil. Sesame oil, I do not use a lot of it, but I always make sure I have at least a bottle. So yeah, don't buy a whole bunch, because sesame oil is only a teaspoon or half a teaspoon that you need to use. You need to buy. So we've had this for a couple years. It still tastes good. Okay, so here we go. This is something that I recently found, cilantro. So I bought, because there's some recipes that ask for cilantro. It's the one that you cook. So because this is dried. And if I can find, the one I've been looking for is undried. If you have any idea where I can find it, it's green onions. If they sell them dried, I keep looking for those and still no luck. So I need dried green onions. Okay. Then we're going to, oh, and then when it comes to like dish that you have, that you're going to make like desserts and stuff like that. Oh, I think there's one here. Oh, here it is. Oh, not dessert. Yeah. Then I have parsley flakes. Here's another one that you can use as a seasoning. It's coconut milk. Yes, I do use a lot of coconut milk in my bone. We go through like probably 8 cans a week. It's a lot. Okay, so for the desserts, this is what I keep. I have nutmeg. Okay, I have blingy recipes. Still haven't made it. I bought this and I don't think I use it. See, it's still, look, it's still sealed. I'm trying to do this recipe that I brought with me from Salmon. Did it in California. It tastes good, but we are in high elevation, so I know I'm probably going to end up adjusting the recipe. Okay. And vanilla. Okay, vanilla. And lemon. And then coconut extract. Okay, why do I have these? My one son, he loves syrup. So for a long time, I made my own syrup, and then I just add whatever flavor he wants. So most of the time we have like vanilla flavor of syrup, which I just put in the mason jar and I let it cool down and I stick it in the fridge. So I would have vanilla flavored syrup. Coconut is mainly coconut, so he loves coconut. And then lately he wanted this, but I told him I'm not making anymore. So, and then just regular maple syrup, the extract for maple syrup. I just finally, a couple months ago, start buying this, the maple syrup, or maybe it was the end of last year. So, okay, now and here's another seasoning. This is for, you probably know what this is. It's rice seasoning, and if you put it on rice, it's seaweed. You just pour it on rice and eat it. Use it for roast beef. Okay, we're gonna do all this other extra stuff. This is because some of the Italian recipes that I have ask for these. So that's why you see some of them are really, really low. It's because I hardly use or make those recipes. Say like bay leaves, basil, rosemary, turmeric. What recipe asked for this one? And then, I have another basil. I bought a big bottle from Costco, so I put it in mason jars. That's why I have two. Sage, and then curry again. Okay, I have two different kind of curry. This you find at the Polynesian store. Costco carries curry also, but my brother bought me this, and this is like he calls it the Indian curry. Bought it from California, so, and it has these leaves in it. They're very hot, spicy hot. That's what I'm talking about. And then it has thyme, oregano, and then another one that I keep. This is that broth, the base. This is the powdered one. But I started buying these other ones. These other ones. See, this is the ones I use. This is the roasted chicken. This is bouillon. And then this is the beef. So those are some of the stuff that I keep in my food storage. Like I explained, when I hardly make a recipe. And Winco, you can weigh these. They're out in the, what do they call it? The bulk area of Winco, where you can just buy what you need for whatever recipe, you know. So I usually try to buy like a half a pound if it's a recipe that I'm not going to make all the time. And then we also have, there's a lot of other stuff we have. And then we have this. I make my own onion soup. Okay, what do I use onion soup for? The dry ingredients. The onion soup is what I use for meatloaf. And we don't really eat a lot of meatloaves. We probably eat it like once every 3 months. So I used to buy the onion soup, but it's pricey. So this is the recipe for this onion soup if you want. So the onion soup, this is the dry ingredients onion soup. Dry mix for the onion soup. It's 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 5 tablespoons of onion powder, a half cup onion dried, 2 tablespoons of parsley, also dried. Remember, this is dried. 1 teaspoon pepper, 2 teaspoons sea salt, and 2 teaspoons turmeric. So yeah, now I know what that was for. If you haven't made this. So and then I thought I wrote down how much you need because it asks for a packet. And I usually would, I have some packet downstairs, so when I open it, I'll see how much you need to make that one packet from the store. That's how I measure this stuff. But I used to buy a lot of it, and then there's other recipes that I use onion soup for, but it's not important, so you can see that's all I have. So anyway, and then I also have this, it's called seasoning mix. And I think this is in the recipe book that I lost. If I find it, I will share it with you. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me see if anybody asks me anything. Oh, hi, Lana. Okay. Till 5:04, everyone.